And we are here with Coach Carl Rees of the men's soccer team for the coaching spotlight. And Coach, I mean, you had two tough losses this week, and what really happened?
I felt against Northeastern we were very well prepared psychologically. It was a toe-to-toe kind of rock'em sock'em heck of a college game, and we just we came out on the wrong side of a 2-1 result. Having said that, as their coach said after the game, we had a nailed down penalty in the first minute that probably could have would have changed the game, but a very strong performance up there against Northeastern. And in comparison against Stony Brook, we didn't we didn't show ourselves in a good light against Stony Brook. We knew individually it was going to be a difficult matchup for us, and I felt that mentally we weren't giving it 100% focus. Maybe because of the previous game, maybe because we only had one day to prepare, but for sure we acquitted ourselves very well at Northeastern, and not so much against Stony Brook.
And one of the things is you guys have only scored 3 goals so far this season. And how do you look to improve offensively?
I think we need to maintain ball possession a little bit better than we have been doing. And once again, you got to understand the caliber of these teams. Boston College, Northeastern, even Columbia and Stony Brook are all going to be in and around the top 25. So these are teams that don't concede a lot of goals. Other than Stony Brook, neither do we. So maintaining ball possession, maybe a little bit more dynamic in the final third are areas that we can improve on.
Well, you got a big game this Friday coming up against another Ivy League opponent and also an in-state rival in Yale. And how do you get the team focused and prepared for this one to try to get that first victory under your belt?
We've had a good track record against Yale. I think we've defeated them for the last 5 years. Brian Tompkins is a good friend of mine. They're local rivals. There's nobody hungrier for a victory than these guys. I think we've got to remain determined. I think any of the kind of emotions that we have need to revolve around a focus and a determination. We're not in, we learn and we self-evaluate based on the previous losses, but we don't carry the baggage with us. We go in, we're still the same group that's given Boston College and Northeastern a real good go, and so we'll be up for Yale, and respect them. They've defeated Yale. Yale defeated Marist recently 7-0. So again, it's another very difficult opponent, but we'll be ready. We'll be ready.
And you have Loyola coming up in the near future too. So I mean, it's really a new season when MAC play starts, because that's where the seeding comes in. That's where that's what you play everything for the MAC play. What needs to improve for you guys personally in order to start new and do really well in MAC play?
I think we need to put in a week of training where we have a full strength squad. Again, we're going into Yale, minus three potential starters. So, but to be honest, I will watch Loyola on Saturday against Quinnipiac, and we'll cross the Loyola Bridge when we get to it. Right now, our focus is on finishing out this non-conference portion of our season strong and be improved. I mean, we've improved every single week, I feel, so far. So we'll be ready for Loyola when that time comes, for sure.
Yeah. And finally, can you just give us a quick injury update on how everyone's doing and when you expect to have a full squad?
We have Jack Cleverly, who's nursing a hamstring. We have Brendan Christabel, who has a hip flexor. Matt Danaher has an ankle. They're 3 guys, and we have Anthony Arena, who has knee issues. 3 of those 4 guys are defenders, and that's been an area that we needed to shore up. So, in terms of looking towards the MAC conference, hopefully we'll have a week off of rest and preparation, and we look forward to the conference battles again. We built the team ready for the conference play, so we may be lacking in other areas in out of conference. I think we'll certainly be making a fist of it come MAC time.
Absolutely, and thanks a lot, Coach, and best of luck this week.
You're welcome. Thank you.